What would you say is the most important piece of equipment on your boat? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with bilge pump. Yeah. So when we had our survey done, our boat survey, one of the things that was discovered was that this aft bilge pump, though it works, it was whining a lot like that. So today, I'm going to attempt to do a couple things related to that. First of all, as you can see by the pictures, it seems like it's leaking out of the clamp. So let's go down and try to investigate what that's about. The thing is, there's water in the bilge right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all that water out of the bilge and just make sure that we don't have any slow leaks anywhere, because recently that aft bilge has been kind of operating more than it normally is. Not just because we've had a lot of rain, although we have had a lot of rain. And if I have time, I wish I will have time, but after I get the water out, I'd like to clean out the bilge, and then maybe see that the bilge pump is working. So this is my first attempt at maintenance on the bilge pump. All right, I have filled up my 2.5 gallon Craftsman here 4 times so far, but I didn't fill it all the way. Probably averaging about a gallon and a half. So I've already taken 6 gallons out of the bilge, and yeah, we'll keep filming this so you can see what I'm doing. It's always nice to find stuff like this in your bilge. All right, we're going. Still more water in there. Let me try one more time to get that, and then we'll see if there's like a slow leak somewhere. All right, I just learned something. Didn't see this before. This is this port side engine is leaking water from, I think this is just the, like if you want to run the engine on the hard, you would just stick this water in here, because this hose goes down to there. That fitting is leaking, so that might be the culprit in terms of why I've been getting more water in the bilge. Okay, one issue is done. This was leaking because it just wasn't tightened. I didn't know. Probably predominantly when the engine was on. It wasn't leaking that much, but enough to you know, bring water into the bilge. I have now basically taken as much water out of the bilge as I can. I should just show you my head because I'm sweating like a pig. I'm going to shine that flashlight down under the engine and just take a real good look to make sure there's nothing else that's leaking. There's no water leaking from anywhere. That's actually building up the bilge. And then I will next take a look at the float switch for the bilge. There's a bilge and then there's a float switch right next to it. And we'll take a look at that and see if that's operating correctly. It might be just clogged. Okay, so that's the bilge. That's the bilge pump. And that's the float switch right next to it. Okay. So this is the float switch. Which is really dirty, but appears to be working. Okay. Kind of want this lower somewhere else, but that's where they have it. They have it up pretty high. first got this boat, I remember, I don't know if people said this, but you know, you need to get these sheets that can go in the bilge and pick up grease and leave water behind. So I've had these for a year and a half. I've never used them. Well, I used them once in a little limited area, and now that's what's coming out of the bilge. I can't do this whole job. It's too painful, too difficult for me physically. So I'm gonna do like kind of a 40% job, but and I'll show you what I did in just a second. I cleaned the float switch and put it back, and I did, like I just said, like a 40% job on the bilge. I got some of that out, but I can't handle reaching back there too much. Now this is a little bit better than it was before, you know, with the grease. Oh, and that's my bag of fun. Throw away. So we learned a couple things. We had the leak. Looks like I found the little leak. I did not learn why the bilge pump is squeaking, but at least the float switch is working fine. And I'm not testing it right now. I tightened the clamp, the hose, to the bilge pump itself, hoping that that's probably what the problem was and why I was kind of leaking out of there. But I don't want to fill the bilge with water again to test it. So I didn't want to take it out. So that's kind of lazy, but that's what I decided to do. This is Jeff.